All right, so here it is. This is Mr. Alex Wilhelm transmission cooler for the E153 bracket. And then he sent us some bolts and stuff like that. This is the Earl oil cooler. And then got some fittings for it, hose line, bracket, and then the fitting for the transmission itself. Okay, so we're pretty much gonna install these into this four corners right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're gonna slide this pretty much into here, and then the nipple on top, and then these two gonna go here and here. Okay, right, so go ahead and loosen up the drain bolt, size 24. Either save the oil in a clean container or dump it out and put new oil in. But either way, it's your choice. I'm gonna replace the oil anyways. This one, gonna crack this open, 17 mil wrench. Crack this one, and then this one right here. We're gonna do a 19 mil, okay? Bam, let's do it. All right, so this is what it looks like when it's removed. So crack this open, twist this, and then crack this open, and then you can twist the whole thing out. The drain bolt is still draining right now. Pretty dirty gear fluid, so I'm gonna replace that. And then put your new fitting with the washer back in here, like so, and then put those two together, and then we're gonna go ahead and put the bracket on itself. All right, so let's go ahead and, so this bolt right here was provided by Alex. It's gonna go right here. It's gonna be like this. It's gonna go there, and you need to remove these two bolts. See, those two bolts right there on the transmission. So remove this one, and then put the bracket in place and then put it back. So the easiest way is, for me, is to remove this cancer bar thingy, remove it out, and then get a wrench, and then it's easy to work on, okay? To tighten this, to tighten these two right here, to tighten these two on the side, I use one of this 1/4 inch with a 12 mil socket. It's a lot easier to get in here, and then right up here as well. So I use this to tighten it, and then I use this type of wrench to pretty much torque it by hand. And then there's one more. This tool that I use a 3/8 extension with a 12 mil socket to do the one up in here, that one right there. So you'll be like that, okay? So looks good. So, and mount this one you can still remove. This is the transmission filler level checker. All right, I use a 24 millimeter wrench to take it off. And then we're gonna leave it out, and then fill up because there's still room to move it. So Alex designed this bracket very well. So hands out to him. All right, so this next step, I use a 10 millimeter with a gear wrench and a 10 millimeter 1/4 inch socket. Go ahead and put these nuts and bolts in to secure it in place. There you go. It should be about maybe a quarter above thread, but it's really secure and tight right now. So let's go ahead and put the lines in. All right, so this next part is very, very important. Whatever you do with these fittings, you gotta make sure it's hand tight. So that way, right now it's loose, right? So it pretty much you stop, it touches the top of the other fitting. Just go one flap over. So this one will go over here, and that's it, because these are aluminum and they're fragile. So you go, it touches, right? Just go one flap, that's it. Same with this one. This one is loose, touch, right here, and then one flap. That's it. Same for the top. Loose, tight, okay, and then one flap over. That's it. Same with this one. It's loose. All right, and then we're gonna go one flap down. That's it. and then go ahead and put the other bracket on, and then we're good to go. All right, so this is pretty much the final result of the Alex Wilhelm oil cooler for the E153 transmission. So everything's tight. Lines go down, the cable clamps in place. Cool. Let's go ahead and refill the transmission oil. So what the instruction on Alex Wilhelm's website said is same capacity plus 6 ounces usually. So the best thing to do is you fill it, run the oil pump, move the wheel back, so that way the internal oil pump can actually pump the fluid out. But he said usually about 6 additional 6 fluid ounce on top of the filler, pouring out this filler bolt right here. So the best is to fill it up, but it's still less than 4 quarts. All right, let's go ahead and fill it up, and then we're good to go. Thanks, Alex, for this wonderful bracket and the oil cooler. Cool. All right, I went ahead and removed the filler bolt for the transmission right next to the right there, and then I added the MT90. So make sure there's fluid coming out of the filler bolt on the bottom, and then add another 6 ounce to it, and we should be go. And then go for a test spin and then check for all the leaks. But yeah, as you go, guys.